Hello, and welcome. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Who do we have in the chat today?
Who do we have in the chat today? Let's see. We have Mel to the B. Hi, Mel. She says, Happy Wednesday, divas and gentlemen. We have Lakeisha. We have Linda's Journey. She says, hello. We have DJ Meyer. How are you? How are you? Who else do we have? We have Reset with Anissa. How are you? How are you? We have Kate from Seattle. How are you? We have my name twin, Shay. She says, good evening, everyone. We have Z. How are you? How are you? We have Jess. Hey, Jess. How are you? We have Jen, how are you, Jen? Jen, my friend, how are you? Mindy, Mayor Mindy, how are you? Losing It Grace is back. She says, good evening, Dee Divas and Divos. I love that. We have JC. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, JC. I hope you had a fabulous, Divalicious day. Who else do we have in the chat? I don't want to miss anyone. I'm scrolling. We have Brenda Marlene. How are you, Brenda? I'm still loving that updo. I love it. You're going to motivate me to get an updo. Marlene, how are you? How are you? Okay, who else do we have in here? Okay, I think I have everybody. And Mel says, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Yes. Well, do you guys know who did the intro today? Do you guys know who that was? Anybody? WV, I see you popping up in the chat. How are you? Do you guys know who did my intro today? Did you hear? Could you hear? Let's see. Let's see if they know who did it. Yeah. Mel says Lala. That's the nickname she gave my daughter. Miss Mimi guessed correct. Oh, everybody's getting it. Yes. Oh my goodness. You know, she's so funny. Right before we came on here, she was saying my intro. And I don't even know that I have an intro, but she had it down pat. She said, can I say that? And I said, sure you can. So I just think that is so cool. See, you can know the kids are always watching. Geez, Louise, you got to be careful what you say. Good thing this isn't Diva After Dark. Polly Paul, how are you? How are you? Okay, honey, good night. All right, let me tell her good night. She came, she did her thing, and now we got to get started. So our topic is tonight, you know, this is part 2 because that snack discussion we had, it could have went on forever. So we still want to do the part 2. I didn't get to any of the games we were going to play, but I wanted to add a little twist to it because, you know, I've been doing a lot of talking about my emotional eating, which the GLP-1 can't solve. So we got to think of some other ways. And some of you said you're not an emotional eater. If you're not an emotional eater, I give you lots of credit. But even if you're not an emotional eater, people are eating snacks. That was clear from last week. People are eating snacks. And I'm going to tell you, somebody left a comment on one of my videos and said, I think it's the one where we talked about the snacks, and said, you know, you shouldn't be snacking when you're trying to lose weight, especially on a GLP-1. So what do you think about that in the chat? Yes or no? Do you think we should be eating snacks and we're trying to lose weight? Yes or no? No judgment. Just want to know your opinion. So that is the question. Oh, Kate wants to hear you say, geez, Louise. Can you say that?
Jeez Louise.
Kate, isn't that so cute? She has it down too. That is too funny. Okay, it's bedtime, honey. Good night. Pissy. Night. I'm actually, I have a what is this? What is this? What is this? I have a Halls. I have you know how you feel like you're getting a little bit of a sore throat? I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a sore throat. So so I'm like, let me do some what do you call that? You know, I want to prevent it from happening. So I want to do some treatment here for my little my throat. Oh, it's feeling better already. All right. Oh, you guys are so funny. Margie, how are you? Margie came in the chat. Okay, no, you should not. Look at DJ Meyer said, put the caps on it. Jeez, Louise. No, no, no. That is too funny, Anissa. Okay, okay. She said, Mindy says you can snack on a GLP-1, of course. Let's see. JC says you can have snacks when trying to lose weight. People have lost their mind. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, before we go on, okay, I see we have a super chat, but before we get to the super chat, let's give JC happy birthday. Oh my goodness. Today is your actual birthday. I think that is so cool. So I'm just going to say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. The beautiful JC. I love that. All right. So it is her birthday. I know people were telling her that earlier today. So we love that. I hope you had a great day. What did you do? Did you do anything fabulous? Did you just relax? What is up? We want to know. We want to know. And then we have Kate with the super chat. Let me take this down. Let's see. Kate says she even had the pause just right on Geez Louise. I got to go back and listen to the replay. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. So cute. Okay, yeah, she has it down. She's been listening, that's for sure. She said, geez, Louise. Thank you. That is so sweet. Okay, so let me see. What are you guys saying? Now, I love this. I love when people, because I feel like you learn when you get two people that don't really agree, but they come with their facts or, whatever they have going on. So I love that. Okay, so wait, let me see. So we did have one person who said, no way, no snacks today. Okay, yeah. Oh, little Dee, she is doing her thing. Perfect impression. Oh my goodness. I think they need to find a side hobby. Oh my goodness. Jen said depends on the snack. Keisha snacks. Tangy. She said yes for snacks, but just choosing other options. Okay. Marlene says really shouldn't, but okay if you do, just don't overdo it. Okay. Linda said yes if that's what you want at that time. Okay. All right. All right. She says it's in my macronutrients and calorie count. I can snack. And that's what I feel like too. Bellflower says, Happy Wednesday. Hey, Bellflower, how are you? Welcome to the chat. Okay, you said B propolis. I don't know what's that. Okay. Okay, that's supposed to be good for my sore throat. I don't have any of that. I don't even know what that is. Something with bees. This will do. This is like soothing it out, believe it or not. So I hope, like, when I drink my water, this will all clear up by in the morning. I don't feel bad. I just feel like, how for me, when I start to get a sore throat, I could forget it. I start to get sick. I'm fighting it. Oh no, the kiddos. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all are too much. Yes, you turn 46. Yay! 46 is fabulous. I love that. I remember when I turned 46. How about that? Rita, she said snacks are okay, but they are snacks. Shouldn't be substitute meals. Okay, that's a great point. It shouldn't substitute your meals. Generally, if I feel snacky all day, it's because I need more at mealtime. Now, I put that up as a post on my community chat, and I'm going to tell you the results of it because people were chiming in, and I love that. All right, so let me find my community post. Let me get through the rest of these comments. Kate said, yes, of course you can snack everything in moderation. Okay. Happy birthday, JC. We got all these birthdays. Yesterday was your birthday, you and your twin. Okay, Marlene, I did not know that. We'd be celebrating you too, but never fear because Shay is here. All right, let's give her a happy birthday. I love that. Yes, yes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Miss Marlene, and your twin. What is your twin's name? That's what I don't know. I don't know if you told me that before, and I just don't remember. But I don't think I know your twins' name. I love twins. I love twins. Having them in class though can be a challenge because, especially if they're identical. But one thing's for sure, if ever you have twins, they may look exactly alike. Like, my doctor that came on the show, my doctor friend, Mr. Cody, Derek Cody, he has a twin brother, and I could tell them apart. Some of our other friends can't, but their personalities are totally different. So every set of twins I have this year, last year I had twins, this year I don't. Every set of twins I've ever had, their personalities are different. So you could tell them apart that way, even if they look identical. So I thought that was cool. Okay. All right, Miss Marlene. Let's see. Okay, I lost my place in the chat. Is the chat this long, or did I just scroll down way too much? I think I scrolled down way too much. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, people are still saying happy birthday to you all. We love that. DJ Meyer said, if I could do moderation, it would be great, but no. So you can't control those snacks, or you're not even having them. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Brenda says, I eat when I'm hungry. Most of the time I'm not hungry, and I try to focus on my own certain food plan. But if I'm hungry or I want a snack, I'm not going to torture myself. And she continued, let me see if I can find it. I'm not just eating for weight loss now. I'm trying to develop sustainable. Look at her coming through with the sustainable habits for the long term. I don't have a sweet tooth, and I'm not much of a snacker in general. So you have said it. You know what? I wish I did not have a sweet tooth. I have a sweet tooth. And I mean, it's just been hanging out with me on this journey. And at the very beginning, I would say like the first year even, it just was not a thing, right? I just could see the snacks, didn't want the snacks. But as time went on, especially when I got to like being on it even longer, that's when it started to kind of like fade off. Like maybe my sweet tooth coming back, me having cravings, me wanting snacks. And I mean, it's clear as day. Now, I've always been a snacker, but I could turn the snacks away too. Now I'm having, well, not now because it's a 12.5, but I'm having such a harder time with the snacking and then the emotional eating. So, in my snacks, I showed you my snacks. I showed you like what's in my stash, but my go-to snacks are what I put on this thumbnail. And really I put, that Catalina Crunch, that's a go-to because it has more protein. I like those multi-grain chips, but I can only do it like in the little packages, which cost more because I'm not a very, controlled person with those snacks. I like it to be rationed out. And then I also have like the nuts. So like pistachios. I used to love cashews, but I'm not, for some reason, on these GLP-1s, they took my love away of cashews. I don't know what it is. I know cashews, they say, is not the best nut, but I thought it was the best tasting nut. It might not be the best nut as far as nutrition, but I loved eating it. And then I do eat sunflower seeds on my salad. So I was, sprinkle some of those on my salad. So that's what I'm snacking on. Now, my protein bars I gave up. I'm going to go back to the store this weekend and buy some more because I could get those in. One of the things I realized that I need to be eating more. And if I can't eat like another mini meal at, before my eating window is cut off, the protein bar was a good go-to. And I think I kind of messed up with not doing that, not, adding that protein bar in. Some of you don't need that, and that's fine, but I just do. Okay, so I lost my place. All right, Brenda, that was a word. Thank you. Thank you. She says, I listened to y'all. This is what JC did today. I listened to y'all. I worked, but I will take a 4-day weekend, and I have a few self-care things planned and dinner with the hubs. Yes, you said that. So enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy yourself. How about that? Just enjoy yourself. I snack mainly on 5 to 7 on days 5 to 7 when my appetite starts coming back. Oh, so that's when you notice you snack. That's a great observation. You're welcome, JC. M to the V to the P. How are you? She says, hi, everyone. Mel says, first, it depends on what snacks and how much. If I have the wrong kind of snacks, you'll have to understand that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So if you're eating like Doritos and, Oreo cookies and things like that, but some people have been eating that, Mel, and still losing. So now what? But I mean, for your overall health, I guess that's, they say Oreo cookies were made in a lab, and most of the things in those Oreo, now this is allegedly, if you're out there, Oreo, Nabisco, please don't get the Downsizing Diva. But allegedly, there's not a lot of nutrients in the Oreo cookie, but boy, it sure tastes good. Now, one of my former students, the one I keep up with her, I just went to her mom's retirement party. And I would say she, also has kept up with me. She really has kept up with me over the years. I had her in 8th grade. Now she's 30. She just turned 30. She should be turning 31. And she's a chemist. So she actually works. She makes like combinations of food. So she's putting all these foods together. She's putting all these foods together. She's a food chemist. And she, lean cuisine and things like that. Like she's the one who helps come up with like recipes for that. And they are putting chemicals in it, I will say. But we knew that, though. That's no surprise when it has a million ingredients on the back and you can't even pronounce 2 of them. So that's an interesting little comment, Mel. And I agree. I think it depends on the snack, and you just have to know, like if you're eating something that's not healthy for you, it's probably going to show up that extra cellulite you don't want. Mindy says, I have a planned snack every day. I'm down 106 pounds. So I say it works. So it is in your calorie count, and you're probably eating something, probably protein based, knowing you, Mindy. So happy you were born. Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. Don't get me to crying on this live. I don't want to. You're twin and you took 59. What a blessing. 59. So you're going to be the big 6-0 next year. I love that. I love that. So many people don't make it to 59, let alone 60. So God is in your corner, blessing you and your twin. I love that for you guys. All right. Very good. So people are also telling her happy birthday. And we read Brenda's comment. Okay. So Anissa says, depends. Moderation and not something that makes you keep eating, like potato chips, Coca-Cola, etc. Yes. What's a snack? Lay's or some grapes? How about both? Lay's or some grapes? I love a good grape, and I love the grape that's the green grape. Now, green are okay; they're kind of sour, but I love the purple grape. Was the color purple? I love that. Nicole, how are you, Nicole? Nicole, you know what? I saw a comment from you that you had left me 3 weeks ago. Do you know YouTube held that comment? I have some comments. I went in my YouTube studio, and YouTube has been holding comments, and nothing, any of the comments that were held said anything that was like taboo or anything. I don't know what's up with that, but anyway. So if you see me responding to a comment that's like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, any amount of time ago, that's because it was held and I'm just finding out about it. So, I like to stay up on my comments and be consistent. So, geez, Louise. But if I want a snack, I'm having a snack. Brenda, I heard that. I think when you are in the thick of it, snacks should be very limited or cut out. Okay. And if you ease them back in, make them sparingly if you're really trying to make lasting changes. And she says, hashtag, I'm no expert. Okay. So I would agree with that. One of the things I'm going to say is, because I'm a snacker, but I'm trying to get to this goal of 100 pounds down by the new year. So in order to do that, I realized that I'm going to have to give up some snacks, right? Because that's the only thing in my diet. Not the only thing. I mean, well, for the most part, that I'm just like, that's a weakness of mine, just to want to eat those little snacks and do the emotional eating type thing. So I've, made a conscious effort. So this weekend, I'm rehauling my snacks, and really, they're just going goodbye. I'm just going to have a protein bar if I need it, to get those calories up. And I'm going to drink back to my protein shakes. And so that's what I'm going to do, because I got to, take it up a notch here to get to my, my 100 pounds down. So if you see me doing a live and I come on there doing a live and exercising, that's because, that's you guys are helping me get it in and motivate me to get on that treadmill. So yeah, like strength training, I don't have a problem doing that. My goal with that is just to like push myself and do more, or do harder weights, I should say, do heavier weights. Let's see. Okay. Sydney, she says, Dee, I saw an old shorts video where you talked about retiring. Are you retiring? So, well, just in case my job is watching, I plan to retire this year. That is the plan. Now, I'm going to tell you, Sydney, I should have, as you're like a plant, I put it here, like perfect to remind me of this. But, on my post, I think it was Monday. Was that Monday? I put up a post saying I was so disappointed because I remember I talked about on Sunday, I had a meeting with the financial advisor. Do you guys know he canceled? I mean, I was so upset. And he canceled the night before at like 8 o'clock at night, and I had the appointment like at 8:15. Now I love this guy. I'm not gonna, it is what it is. So I was just like so upset. So I was just trying to do something because I was talking on the phone, telling that person about it, got off the phone, and then I started cleaning because I was annoyed. I started cleaning and organizing, and then I said to myself, what can I do? So I called a friend. I didn't mention that, but I called a friend who retired last year. And I just asked her, like, do I really, what is he going to tell me that I'm so upset that I couldn't meet with him? And I think it was more about, I had said in my mind, Sydney, that once I talked to him, I was going to, my letter is drafted, ready to go. It's like, all I have to do is put send. And I said, once I talk to him, that's going to be the confirmation of me putting my letter in. And you know what? She told me to back up, Shay. She said, you don't need to put that letter in right away. Hold up, wait a minute. And she said, once you put that letter in and they approve it at the board, you're done. Like, you can't change your mind. So she said, just hold off. And so if you're listening out there, which I know some of you at my job are listening out there, but if you're, and I only select certain people, I haven't really shared my journey and stuff with most of my friends don't know, like the majority of the people who know me don't know, and only some people at work know. So the people that know, I'm just kind of, I'm just kind of laying low. Like, isn't that song? You better lay low. So I'm just kind of laying low, but that is my intention, Sydney. So I'm going to announce it. I think I'm going to announce it. Even if I put it in tomorrow, I'm going to announce it on here probably after the new year if I do it. That's what I'm saying. Now, I might be so excited, Sydney. I might run up in here and go live from work. No, I would never do that. I would never do that. But I would be tempted. So yeah, so I'm planning to get out of there, and then I'm gonna just not work, because I've worked since I was 14 at like summer camps and stuff, and then I ended up getting another job. So I've been, working, just always have to do something. So I'm gonna put in another work. But we're starting this stock club. I'm starting a stock club starting October 1st. So maybe I'll retire sooner. Maybe some of you will be retired sooner than later. Once we start investing our money and making some extra money. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to starting a new chapter. I'm 53 and I'm going to start a new chapter for myself. But thank you for asking me that question. I don't know, but I will give myself a pat on the back because, I have that comfort menu. Check out my Stand store. It's in there. And one of the things is, you basically, you want to do things you enjoy to comfort you instead of going for food. So I did 3 of those things, really. I cleaned. I didn't put organized because to me, cleaning and organizing go hand in hand. But for some people, that's a totally separate thing. So cleaning, organizing, and then I did phone a friend. I phoned a friend. And so it was nice to talk to her because she kind of, now it's like, if I meet with him, great. If I don't, great. Like soon. And he told me like in October, he was going out of town, and he's going to be gone like the second half of September into October. So we have a rescheduled appointment next week. So show up, buddy. Show up for the meeting. So hopefully next week. And then, you know what, if he doesn't show next week, or, he's busy, he has a life too. Things happen. I'm just going to, I'm just going to just keep it moving. I mean, what else can you do? Now, did she tell me, let's see, did Marlene tell us her sister's name? I don't know if she did or not. Maybe she doesn't want us to know her name. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. What's the snack? Okay, so Jen said, what is the snack? Lay's chips or some grapes? So funny. Darlene and Marlene, of course. I was gonna say, is your twins named Darlene? because that rhymes. I love it. Of course it is. Very good. I love a twin with the 20 names. I love that. Very good. All right. So my super chat left. I'm so sorry. I got to answer Sydney's question and then I didn't do the super chat. So let me find it. I'm so sorry. That was Mail to the Bee. Thank you. She says Charles did a story explaining that employers, PBMs, insurance companies are now limiting how long you could take these peptides. And I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. And you know what? Thank you for sharing that, Mel. Thank you. I was going to say, how a lot of times, this is off topic, but, this is important. But I was going to say, when people are saying, I'm going to stay on this for life, I'm going to do this forever. Now, insurance companies, you could pay out of pocket and take it forever, I guess. And Eli Lilly's not probably going to turn your money down. But when people who are on these insurances think that, oh, I got it made in the shade because I could, be on this. I know some people who, and I'm going to try to do this, but I know some people who said they were pre-approved for like more than 1 year. Like my approval is year to year. But I said, I need to get on that bandwagon where people are getting pre-approved for like multiple years. Did you guys know that? Is that a thing? But I've heard people say that they have been pre-approved for multiple years. And so, but those insurances can come along and say, no. And I think that's why Yolanda, that I just did the interview with, Pivot Your Way to Health. That's why she's telling people that they need to incorporate those lifestyle changes and use this as a tool. And the majority of things should be, that exercise and eating, your macros and, eating in the calorie deficit and all those other things that we know to do. So I just, I couldn't agree more. I think that, we got to kind of be prepared for if something happens with this Eli Lilly. And then who knows? I mean, our new administration can say, everybody got to get off the Oh no. Could they say that? I wouldn't be shocked. You just never know what can happen. So, geez, Louise. Charles, thank you for reporting the news. I didn't get to watch that video yet, Mel, but thank you for letting us know. We're going to go over there and check that out. Perfectly Pamela. Oh my goodness. She donated 5 or gifted us 5 Downsizing Diva memberships. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you, Pamela, for being a long member. I love that. Very good. All right. So let me give them a thank you and then we'll go the next time. You see how we get off the topic because they're so good. The conversations are so good. All right, Mel to the B. We're going to give her a thank you. All right, Mel. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. Okay, so let me go back where I left off. We got new comments. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so that was got me up. People are saying happy birthday. I feel like we need to, I think that's what Jim was saying. I feel like we need to define snacks, says Mayor Mindy. I mean, a small meal I eat between meals. I'm not eating junk food. I'm not talking about a protein bar, fruit and cheese, or meat stick. I'm not downing candy bars. And see, so if you're thinking of a snack as like a small meal, what are you eating as a small meal? Because any of those things I could have been eating. I could have been eating a protein bar, fruit and cheese. That's on my go-to. I don't eat meat sticks, and I don't eat candy bars. So yeah, but a couple of those things I would consider that a snack. What are you considering a snack? Like half a chicken breast? Jeez, Louise. Oh, you're fraternal. Okay, all right, very cool. I love that. Very good. I still love that. I love twins. Twins. Mia, how are you? Mia, so I celebrated your anniversary, even though you weren't in the live the other day. So how many pounds are you down, Mia? And I know, Mia, your birthday is tomorrow. So we got to wish you a happy birthday because I won't be live tomorrow. But come back to my community post and check it. Mia, it's your birthday tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's the 11th. Look at that. So we got a lot of September birthdays. Happy birthday, Mia. Happy early birthday, Mia. Happy birthday, Mia. Happy birthday. Okay. I can sing that forever. I love that. You guys, September, we got a lot of September babies. And then I know we have a lot in October too. Nicole says, how do I get a membership? I saw that a couple days ago. For some reason, I thought you had a membership. I'm gonna have to check that. Mel, do you know that? Pale Flower, do you know that? I'm gonna have to check that. I'm not sure, but I thought I saw you had one. So I have to go and check in my but I'm gonna put the link in here. So if anybody's interested in signing up, let me find this membership link. So if somebody's interested in that, that would be good. Let's see. Let me see. Okay. Let me find this little thing in the description. All right, here we go. I'm gonna put this membership link in there. Oh, geez, Louise. And then who got these memberships? You know, they never tell us who got the membership. So I don't even know. Isn't that crazy? You have to go in there and look and see. So I'm gonna put this in here. And here we go, just in case. Okay, so thank you for asking that, Nicole. JC, okay, so she says, happy birthday to you so many times. I think I know, right? Mine was Sunday. Happy birthday. Your birthday was Sunday. Why did I think it was tomorrow? They told me the 11th. Oh man. Well, that's okay. You're in here, so we got it. Okay, very good. Now, Mia, what did you do for your birthday, and what's your weight loss update? Because you're over 100, so anything over 100 is just, I mean, geez, Louise, can we imagine? I can't even imagine. People are saying happy birthday, happy birthday. And yes, we were supposed to put different classes. Oh, you were separated and put different classes. We did share a college dorm room together. That was fun. Well, you know, nowadays now parents are requesting that twins be together. And I used to be like, no. But I get it because, you know, sometimes teachers do two totally different things in the same grade level. And then that can be hard to juggle. So if you have twins, you know, you're juggling two different schedules, two different teachers, two different ways of doing things. So now I'm kind of for it, unless there's a reason why the twins need to be separate for like behavior or kind of attachment reasons. But so most of our twins are twinning in the same classroom. Mia, okay, Mia, I can't believe I missed that your birthday was on Sunday. Okay, somebody told me the 11th, but that's okay. We got you here, so we love it. All right, we have a super chat from Mindy. Where let me find Mayor Mindy? Okay, wait. Mayor Mindy, we're scrolling. Oh, you said you do eat. Okay, let me go back. You said you misread my comment. I do eat fruit and cheese, protein bars, and meat snacks. Oh, not junk food like him. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that. That's why I said, what do you eat? Because I'm eating that as a snack. Everything you named. I thought you were going to come back and say you're eating boiled eggs or something like that. Okay, so you do eat fruit and cheese, protein bars, and meat sticks, not junk foods like candy bar. Okay, now that makes more sense, Mindy. I was going to say, our mayor, what are you eating around these YouTube streets? You go, like, she's go live from work. I'll be fired before I retire. Devin says he's snacking on rice and chicken spiced and salt. Okay, so you're snacking on rice and chicken. And I was being funny, but you know what? You said I am snacking on a chicken breast. I love that. That's dedication. Diabolical. You said English muffin, but no fat on it. Okay, how are you making an English muffin with no fat? What's that ingredients look like? No fat? No fat. I guess you can do it. Just tell me how. Thank you. Congratulations. Only the best for you. Yes. So I'm kind of nervous, DJ Meyer, but I'm just going to kind of let God just, order my steps. And, I just think it's the right thing to do for me. I think I need like a new start. And it's so funny. People are like, you could do YouTube. YouTube is so unpredictable. Like, YouTube is just, I'm not even including that. I'm going to get myself a part-time job. And I think I found the perfect part-time job. So I'm going to tell you guys about that when I get it. But yeah, I think I found the perfect part-time job. But who knows? Knowing me, I could say I'm staying one more year, but I really doubt it. So we want to know what is in these English muffins. Okay, no fat. For some reason, I was thinking of a blueberry muffin. That's my 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 little craving kicking in here. But okay, I can't see how you can get no fat in an English muffin. Okay, an English muffin. Is that are you making that? Because if you're buying that, I don't know. A bunch of third graders waving at us. Yes, 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 yes. That would be so cool. Like at the end of the year, I would get it approved if I could do, to make sure it's okay. But I wouldn't, you could hear them, probably not see them, kind of like my daughter. Thank you perfectly, Pamela. Yes, yes, yes. That was so sweet. Tanya, how are you? How are you? Okay, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Pamela, that's sweet of you to give memberships to Grace. I thought Grace already had one. I thought she was gifted one before. So we have Forever Brit. I was gonna say Bright. Forever Brit. We have Charlene. We have Jen F. So okay, that's true. You could. So now I'm seeing because Jen F already has one. So now she'll have it for 2 months instead of the one, right? So that's how it works. Like I'm trying to learn this. And 2.0 mommy, my girl Jill. Okay, we love that. Okay, very good. You're approved for 3 years. 3 years. Well, we got to give you some confetti. Let's give her some confetti. Let's give her some confetti. Did you guys know that? If you guys know that, are you getting approval for multiple years? Like, I mean, why wouldn't we? Sharing the love. That's so sweet. Thank you, Pamela. What is it? I was to say Melanie. It is Melanie. She says, "Oh, that was so sweet. That was. Thank you, Melanie, for popping in there. Your PA can be approved for 50 years." So she's saying like if you're approved, your employer can change insurance company come January, so you could get approved and they can say, no, because now you're with somebody else. Jen, geez, Louise, you just bust my bubble, but that's okay. That is okay. I just had a snack. It was protein chips, and I'm not mad about it. I love that. I love that. All right. So let me see. Kate says, a dictionary. Kate, oh my gosh, Kate's coming through with a dictionary. She says a snack is a small, I feel like I have to sound really, like official. A snack is a small amount of food or a light meal eaten between main meals. The definition emphasizes the size of portion and its time is distinguishing it from a full-size formal meal. Okay, so the main thing is it's eaten between your main meals and it's a light meal or a small amount of food. So any of those things, Mindy, even the junk food could be technically a snack. But on the GLP-1, we're trying to focus in on those protein snacks, things with lots of, what do we call it? Lots of things with lots of nutrients, right? We want the nutrients, we want that to be there. We don't want empty snacks. We want snacks to fuel our muscles and our bodies. My GLP-1 Zepbound journey. What a name. I love it. He says, hello, new to GLP-1 Zepbound. First shot. Shot. He said he's documenting his journey. Glad I found you. I'm glad you did too. I love that. Okay, so oh my goodness, we got a newbie up in here. We're gonna talk about some healthy snacks for you, newbie. We love that. Hello, and welcome. I love that. I love to see new faces in the chat. Okay, so I'm sure this group is so awesome. I'm sure they're welcoming you. She said, Mel, are you talking about my glass? Oh my goodness, it's my unbirthday today. What is an unbirthday? Cookie, you're not late. You're right on time. Your name makes me want to go snack. Yes, happy birthday to all the September babies. There's a lot of them too, Pamela. It's a lot. People are saying thank you. Okay, what are you eating? A non-fat Greek banana yogurt on low fat bread. Get you ripped. Now that is a snack and a half. So non-fat Greek banana yogurt on a low. How low can you go, Devin? How low can you go? On fat bread, get you ripped. Are you saying fat bread? Are you really saying fat bread? Goodness. Okay, so I don't know about that snack, but the Greek yogurt, non-fat Greek banana yogurt, that sounds pretty tasty though to me right now, especially because I'm getting a little warm, and that Greek yogurt's gonna like cool me down. Okay, you can't drop crumbs here and not tell us. I'm nosy, Dee Dee. I want to know about the part-time. The members are gonna know first. I am going to tell, but I'm not going to tell right now, just in case I change my mind. Davina, how are you? Davina pops up in the chat, looking gorgeous, of course. She says, you're definitely not going to get, you're not going to get that approved. Okay, so let me tell you guys about you're approved for a year and you have to show, you have, what? My GLP-1 Zepbound journey. What do you mean? You have to show that you lost each month. So what if you don't? Will they just boot you off right away? Like, how does that work? Oh, I do not like that. Tell them that is not good. Does anybody else have that going on? I've heard of that before. I just haven't heard of anybody in this group say that they were doing that. But is that a thing? Jeez Louise. Oh, he says he has Blue Cross Blue Shield. Now, even I, who I'm not good with any acronyms besides education, I knew that. Wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. Davina says, I don't eat snacks, I am a snack. I'm gonna be saying that too. Okay, I don't eat snacks, I am a snack. I just think that's so funny. Okay, all right. So Jen is like, I don't care what you guys are saying about these snacks. She says, I enjoy Hershey's Kisses and potato chips. Is that a snack? LOL. All right. What do you guys think about that? Take that. Welcome to the community and your week 1 on the journey. Isn't that awesome? Like week 1. Gosh, look at all the stuff he can learn from all you guys. You guys are experts almost. All right, so people are saying hello. Harjareen, how are you? For some reason, I think I scrolled down. I didn't see that you were in here. Let's see, Harjareen, Dee Dee, guess who is back on YouTube? I just asked about her the other day. Is it Ange? Is it Zepbound Journey with Ange? Because I called her. Were you on the live when I didn't call her. I texted her and she responded live. And I told her we were missing her. And yeah, we were going back and forth texting. Even when I got off, I just wanted to make sure she was okay. But she knew I was live though. She knew I was live because I, told her I was live. But is she on? I got to go over there and see her. Okay, let's see. Let's see, what are you guys saying? Okay, Bellflower says, wait a second. Darian says, greetings to you, Dee Dee, and snackers, anti-snackers, snackiverse, and snack haters. Hope your night is great. That's so funny, Darian. Jeez Louise. Okay, figures you're a Leo. No wonder I love you. My baby bro is a Leo, and we are so tight, and I'm an Aries. We love our Leos. Yes, and my brother is a Leo. I love a Leo, too. How about that? Davina! I know, I heard that. She said she is a snack. Well, we love that. Okay, so Bellflower says nutritional sound snacks are far different from the snacks that led us to this weight loss journey and or the GLP-1. Mindful eating is the key. You didn't think I was going to catch that, did you? It's the key and necessary. Hashtag just my opinion. We need Darian to come in there with the hashtag not a doctor. Yes. So yeah, I agree. Nutritional sound snacks, like snacks that have nutrition in them for us is helpful. Vitamins, some minerals, whatever we can get in there. All right, people are saying welcome to our newbie here. Nicole is a Libra. Your birthday is on the 25th. So your birthday is what? September 25th, Nicole? Okay. All right. September 25th. I love that. All right. People are saying hello, dear. My doctor said not to worry about it too much about it. I think it was her way of giving me a kick in the butt, to be honest. Well, that's a way to do it, isn't it? To say, in order to stay on these meds, you got to lose every week. Jeez, Louise, that's pressure. Yes, I didn't even see your comment yet. That is pressure. I don't think I would like that pressure. All right, so let me see. I'm going to tell you guys, let's see. Okay, so Brenda is giving our wait. So Brenda is giving our friend, let me make sure I say his name correct, my GLP-1 Zepbound journey. She's giving him some advice. The first dose, 2.5 milligrams, is not therapeutic and typically doesn't show much weight loss. 5 milligrams and up are the therapeutic doses, and usually when you start to see a drop in weight. Okay, so very good information. We love that. Very good. And wait a minute. Kate says, Davina, you're a snack. I thought you were a tall drink of water. She is. So you have your snack and then you have to follow it up with the water. Because she did say she was a tall lady, right? I remember that. Nicole, we're named twins and birthday twins. I'm a Libra. You're a Libra too. Oh my gosh, October 7th, and my name is Nicole. How cool is that? Jeez, Louise. I love that. All right. Nicole said, I remember that bellflower. That's crazy. Good evening, all. I was just looking for a snack, and then I saw the title of your live. Turn that. Yes, that's a strategy so you don't eat those snacks. We love it, Jamie. Melanie says, let's see. Love all the snackery groups included. You included, Daria. Disclaimer, the Downsizing Diva, and she's here to say she's not a dietitian, nutritionist, doctor, nurse, and she shares her opinion. Please check your health team before making any changes. We love that. All right, so let's talk about the 7 things, because I didn't forget that. We're talking about it so late. The chat was just chatting, right? People are just talking. So, these are 7 hidden reasons why you're still craving food. And I want to know in the chat, do any of these apply to you? So if they apply to you, just let me know with a yes or a no. So number 1, they say this is a hidden reason why people, and when I say they say, this is research. I did a little research, and they say 7 hidden reasons why you're craving. Number 1 is, this is Miss Downsizing Diva. The number 1 is it's a habit, and it's emotional eating. That emotional eating, any emotion, doesn't always have to be sad. People are grabbing snacks. So snacks don't appear overnight. So if somebody's snacking, they went out and got those snacks, some kind of way they got those snacks. But people are snacking while watching TV, driving, dealing with stress. And some triggers are, you could be bored. Like a lot of people, I said they were doing that boredom snacking, stress or anxiety. That's another one. Social settings, well, to prepare for that, you kind of should take your snack with you, like a healthier snack for you. And then, of course, that emotional comfort is when I find myself like going for a snack. So I'm going to tell you, on my community post, I put that question up, and I'm going to tell you what people said. So people are saying, why do you think you're snacking on a GLP-1 medication? The number 1 answer was eating enough protein or healthy meals. That surprised me because I thought let me take this up. I thought it was going to be probably like the emotional eating of it all, but it is not. So it was, that was 43%, and we have 42 votes. And then the second one was emotional eating. That's what I thought would be number 1. So emotional eating, stress, and boredom was number 2 at 31%. And then habit was, 19%, which people habit, like you're used to, like, let's say you're used to snacking while you're watching your favorite show or doing something that is a routine. And that habit, you have the habit of putting that in there. And then and then another one is I'm tired or not sleeping well. So you're tired or not sleeping well is another reason why you're still snacking on a GLP-1. Okay, very good. So yeah, and when you're up sleeping and can't sleep, you're probably going to be hungry, right? Because you probably hadn't eaten, from hours. And when you lay down and go to sleep and can't sleep, people tend to get up and eat. Jeez Louise. Okay, so that's the one. That's the first one. The second one is not eating enough at your meals. So not eating enough. Many people are eating too little out of fear of, overeating, or people just can't eat right, so they're not eating enough. But if you're eating a meal that's like has empty calories, you're not going to be satisfied for very long. So if you're having what's a food that has empty calories, like potato chips, French fries, those type of things with calories, they don't have a lot of nutritional value. Those things aren't going to satisfy you. Like fried rice is another one. When you're frying the rice, you're taking that nutritional value out of it. So those kind of meals are not going to leave you full very long. Number 3 is blood sugar imbalances. Now, I thought that was interesting because they said it often shows up. Now, you might be thinking, I'm not a diabetic, so this is not me. But they say this often shows up as, I just need something sweet or salty right now. How many times have you said that? I need some sweet, I need some salty, I need chocolate. So I know a lot of people have that, just like the sweet tooth, a lot of people have that salty tooth. Now, I'm a sweet tooth person. My second go-to is salty. Chocolate is my last resort. I'm not a big chocolate person, but if I, had to have something sweet, that chocolate, I could do that. Oh, I'm getting hot. I'm gonna have to take the jacket off. So yeah, so what are you guys saying in the chat? We're on the number 3. Number 4, I'm trying to scroll down here. Number 4 is, this is a good one. Head hunger versus real hunger. Do people know the difference between just thinking I always eat at 7, so I need something to eat at 7. I always eat when I'm watching, Netflix, so I need something now. Or is it a real hunger? So, seeing things on TV. Have you guys ever saw commercials on TV and you're not even hungry, but you saw that pizza with that cheese stretched out and you're like, I want some pizza? Or you're watching, a show and then they're showing you like baked goods and you're like, oh my gosh, I want a piece of cake. I want cheesecake. So those TV commercials will get you every time. I don't notice that YouTube has a lot of food commercials. You guys notice that? They don't really have a lot of food commercials. I wonder why that is. I wonder if the advertisers aren't paying for food commercials. That's interesting. Well, on mine, maybe they're hiding it just from Downsizing Diva to help me on my GLP-1 journey. So number 5 is, they say your gut hormone adapts over time. How about that? So it says over time, your body may adapt to the medication. Some people start to feel mild hunger as tolerance builds up. That was me on that 10. Remember, I was starting to feel, and I guess a lot of the doses, I started to feel like the cravings, the hunger. And I know Jen F always would ask me, are you hungry or are you having a craving? So she would get down to the bottom of that. Is this a real hunger feeling or do you just want to eat something? And usually when you want to eat something, it's usually tied to an emotion. So I love that. So number 5. Number 6 is inadequate, which we can relate to this, inadequate sleep, not getting enough sleep and not drinking enough water. So not getting enough sleep or drinking enough water. And we know lack of sleep, that's that hormone, ghrelin, that decreases, and your hormone that's the leptin one, and that one kind of satiates you, right? That lets you know you're satisfied. And so if you're not getting sleep and you're not drinking, those hormones are going to kick in and you're going to be eating. You're going to end up eating when you shouldn't be. So it says not sleeping well or drinking enough water, you might reach for snacks that you're thinking of just to have and you're not even hungry. So that's a thing. And then finally, number 7 is, now I got to know about this because have people thought about this? Let me put these up. So let me do so number 1 was eating for habit, emotional eating, habitual emotional eating, connecting those emotions with eating food. Number 2 was not eating enough at meals. Number 3 was your blood sugar imbalances. Number 4 was head hunger versus your real hunger. Number 5 is gut hormone adapting over time. Number 6 is inadequate sleep or not getting enough water. And finally, number 7 is, and I think I've heard people say this, I deserve a treat mentality. Have you ever said that? I did so well. And, that's my thing on Sundays, right? That's my whole thing on Sundays. I did so well. I had a great week and then I'm going to treat myself with a little snack or like a higher calorie meal. And I do that on a Sunday. And I was calling it a cheat meal. I wasn't calling it a cheat meal. A lot of people call it a cheat meal, But people were saying, don't call it a cheat meal because that's negative. Call it a reward meal. And somebody else named it another name for it, and I can't remember what that was. But I do agree that, we need to start calling, reframing our thinking so that we're not being negative. We're kind of putting a positive spin on it. Now, I'm not out eating like, McDonald's and overdoing it or this or that. And it's just the one meal or the one snack. And if I had overindulged on like a Thursday, like I had to go out to dinner for something, then on that Sunday, I'm not also going to do it because I always do it on Sunday. Then Sunday, I'm going to scale back, and maybe it's just like a little treat, or maybe it's nothing at all. It's just I had my day and I didn't have it on Sunday. I had it on Thursday. So I've been learning how to maneuver all of that. So those are the 7 things. So some things they tell you to do is to take a pause whenever you are having these desires to eat, and ask yourself, if you go for that snack, are you physically hungry? What emotion are you feeling when you're eating? I think people are, working through that. When did you last eat? Are you thirsty or are you tired? Because a lot of times they say when we're hungry, we're actually thirsty. So that's the thing too. I know that's true because I've done that. I've said, oh, I need to eat, and then I drank something and I was fine. Do you want a piece of chicken right now? Do you really want a piece of chicken right now? And so that just kind of, think about it and then do something else. They always say, take that 5-minute pause, do something else. Some people need 10 minutes, maybe a longer pause. And then if you still go back and you still want that same snack, or you still want a snack, then eat it and just, come to terms with it, include it in your calories and figure it out. But hopefully we're not eating snacks like, well, Jen is. But Jen has reached her goal. Jen is in maintenance now. So I think it's a little different in maintenance. I think when you're in maintenance, and I think that's what some of you have been saying, if you're in maintenance, have at it, do everything in moderation. But some people are feeling like if you are trying to lose weight and you're still in this journey, give up the snacks. Because like Yolanda would say, isn't that what got us here in the first place? I just love that when she said that. That was just so funny to me. It just kind of brought it all home. Okay, so let me see. I'm trying to go back in this chat and see what you guys are saying. Okay, so Mel says, Brenda, I lost on 2.5 milligram. That said, we're all different. Yeah, because she said it's the starting dose. Okay. All right, very good. You said I'm all that in a bag of chips, LOL. I love that. Give yourself some compliments. I got to make sure to have people feel included. Oh, okay. All right. Love it, love it, love it. Davina. Just want to mention that I'm still on 2.5 milligrams of Mounjaro for over a year, and you lost 50 pounds. You never went up a dose. Jeez, Louise. Well, there you go. You're like that person who they say is, stayed on that 2.5. So I'm just amazed. Did you have insurance that let you stay that long, or did you pay out of pocket, or you on compound? Like, what is the story with that? I love that for you. Love it, love it, love it. Let's see. Mel B, me too. I lost 27 pounds on 2.5. I just realized I lost 14 something pounds on 2.5 when I did my little maybe I lost more too though, because I had to get off. I was on it, went to 5. There was a shortage, couldn't get 5 the second month, and went back down to 2.5. So I could have possibly lost more than I'm thinking about it. Okay. Outstanding. People are like, woohoo. I think we have to clarify snacks. Whole food snacks, fruit and nuts are a good source of our nutritional needs. Yes. So if people are eating that, that's what I say. If you're eating that as a snack, I think that's fine. I think the problem people are having is when people are eating like protein bars, just like, eating tons of protein, not tons, but protein bars, like eating protein bars, like they're, getting some Snickers and Twix and all those, like they're just loving the protein bars. And I think if you use it, if you can, I think the protein bars for me, and you can do whatever you want to do. I'm just going to speak for myself. The protein bars, what I used to use them for, well, I take that back. I was eating sometimes two a day. So when I thought about that, I was thinking, I'm doing this because it's sweet. But then when I realized what I was doing, I just would only eat it if I couldn't get in my, protein count for the day. And so that would help me up to get to that, 90, 100. Sometimes it would even, if I had a good day and ate the protein bar, I could get up to the 120. But that's very rare. I wasn't really getting a lot of the 120. So it depends. So yeah. So it's two train of thoughts. Thank you, Perfectly Pamela. She says, everyone, if you haven't put that thumbs up, give it a thumbs up on the live. Thank you. Let's see. When I was on the GLP-1, I could not snack. I had to force feed myself half the time. It had zero food noise. The loss of food noise alone is worth being on it. Yes. Isn't that a great thing, that lack of food noise? And a lot of times people say that, my appetite was suppressed a lot. And then when the longer for me, when I go up on the dose, the longer you stay on the dose, it kind of, the strength of it like kind of weans down. It's not as strong for me. I realized this morning I have 15 more pounds to a normal weight. Wow. Jeez, Louise. I love that. I love that for you. 15 more pounds to a normal weight. So you're doing your thing, doing it and doing it and doing it well. I love that. All right. Very good. Journey. You're doing it, girl. Let's see. People are congratulating Grace, and she's saying she can't believe it. Good point about the fruit and nuts. Yes, yes. There's some strict people who think you shouldn't even be eating fruit because it has, natural sugars in that. I'm on that bandwagon. That's awesome. Congratulations, Journey. Isn't that cool? Journey, don't go by the BMI chart, girl. Go by how you feel. Those numbers are so ridiculous. Yes, yes, yes. Nicole, did you check and see? I think you have a membership. I think somebody gifted you a membership. I'm going to check and see, and then I'll go back to one of your comments and let you know. And I don't know if it'll be tonight though, but yeah, I remember seeing your name for some reason. She says, how exciting. I definitely snack when I'm bored or tired. Yeah, a lot of people have that going on, I think. I had to the vivacious and often voracious. Hello to the, I say I have to. Hello, you're saying to me. Okay. Nicole, I'd be 135. I'll see how I feel when and if I get there. God willing. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. Jamie, I was a bored snacker. Now I watch all these YouTubers or walk or do a workout while you're listening. That's very good. Cookie says, emotional eating is what got me to the obese category. Since being on Zep, I don't do that anymore. Okay, very good. I love that. Let's give her some confetti for giving up that emotional snacking. I'm working on it, working on it. All right, I love that. All right, what else are you guys saying? All right, let's see. A lot of people are agreeing with her. Okay, Pamela says, I'm a sweet then salty person. Okay, me too. So we're 20 in that aspect. I'm sweet and then salty. Okay, so yeah, people are saying they gave up that emotional eating. That is an achievement. Being in the normal cat. Isn't that funny how we have to say normal? Jeez, Louise, like something is wrong with us. Are people saying that GLP-1s make snacks less desirable or no longer in the front of your mind? I think both. I think for some people it is both. They're no longer desirable and it's not always on your mind to eat. So I think that's like a double whammy, which is in a good way. Because they don't want you to leave the house to go get it and leave. Probably. You are probably right. Oh my goodness. I didn't think about that. Simply Taisha. She said, for me, it's no longer front of your mind. Okay, very good. And I think a lot of people kind of feel that way, Taisha. Kate says, Davina, same with the having to make myself eat and so not snacking. I'm decreasing my dose now as I'm on maintenance. I didn't have food noise pre-GLP-1, but did have that bored ADHD snacking. That is too funny. Journey says, sweet, salty, savory, sour. I'll do you do it all. I love that. Felicia Marie B. Oh, you said YouTube is always showing you Domino's commercials. I wonder if you said Domino's a lot or you eat Domino's at home, because I feel like Google picks up what you say, and then the next thing you know, you're getting that advertisement. It's like customized to your voice and what you're saying. So I haven't gotten a Domino's commercial. Oh my goodness, that is so funny how that works. She says, Melanie says, lots of GLP-1 users say they don't overeat or emotional eat anymore. That doesn't apply to me at this point. I'm in my 18th. Oh, I'm in my 18th month. Am I in my 19th month now? I think I'm 18. You still struggle. I do too. I do too. Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise. Lack of sleep and emotional eater over here. Oh, I can relate to you on both of those. Yes, yes, yes. But we're coming out of it, Nicole. We're coming out of it. We gotta dig out of that little hole. And I've done better. I made some better choices. I think cycling GLP-1 should be studied if it's not already. One for 12 weeks, off for 4, and repeat until at optimal weight composition. Okay, that's interesting. Cycling, I'm sure a lot of people are doing it, because I know people are doing a lot of different things, especially if they're on compound or that quick pen where you can control your dose more. People are doing all kind of stuff, but you're right. If we had a study, that would be helpful. That's probably another unintended impact of GLP-1s. Food manufacturers don't have money to spend on advertising. Yes. Yeah. Do you get food commercials? Anybody else? Felicia says she gets those Domino's commercials. It's Darian. For me, it's both. I'm no longer interested in certain foods at all. In most cases, my meals keep me full. If I need to hit my nutrition goals, you will do something that fits the need. Okay, very good. I got to start driving. I'll be back in the chat, hopefully. Oh, she said, if you're not here, if you're still here, if you're not still here, have a good night. Have a good night, Journey. We love that you're so close to your goal. Did you have that birthday cake, JC? I think she might this weekend. Okay, people are telling her to drive safely. You haven't had I deserve a treat mentality. If I want something, I eat it. Simple as that. It's no, I deserve it. Okay, okay. You guys are like bossing up tonight on these snacks. You are bossed up on these snacks. You're like, these snacks don't run me. I run these snacks. Perfectly Pamela said I had to change my mentality around rewarding myself with a treat. Now I reward myself with new clothes. Yes, yes, yes. And I have to be careful because I don't want to, you're not saying you're doing that, but I don't want to substitute the shopping for like the food. You know what I'm saying? So I've been just really careful about buying stuff. But yeah, it's easy too because you need it. Some of us need the clothes because our old clothes don't fit. So it's like a catch-22. Come through. Maybe I deserve. But I thought about that too, Daria, when I first said it. Too funny. Kate says, how about calling it a bonus meal or a bonus treat? Yes, that's a good one. Bonus meal or a bonus treat. I love that. Are you the one that said that before? Somebody gave us a good name. I think that was it. How about referring it to as your weekly favorite meal? I love that too. My favorite meal, my bonus treat. Okay, all right. GLP-1 helped me view food as a fuel. I think we sensationalize food. It should be tasty, but it's not the highlight of life. Okay, very good. I love that. That's a good mindset shift to have. Let's give her some confetti for the mindset shift. Okay. All right, I love it. Very good. Jeez Louise, you guys got to be up in this chat come Thanksgiving because that's my favorite time to eat. But I did well last year. I cooked a whole big old spread and I did well. I did well. I did better than I did on vacation during Thanksgiving. M to the V to the P says dairy for me is both not desirable and not front of my mind. When I want to eat something, but I don't want a whole meal, you get some type of fruit or chug down a bottle of water. Very good. I love that. Another mindset shift that we have here. Another mindset shift. We love it. And I think that's where we all have to get at some point. But Nicole says, these meds took my sweet tooth away instantly, except for ice cream. So I allow myself a high-calorie day once every 1 to 2 weeks and allow myself 1 pint of ice cream. It worked for me. Very good. So I love how you're rewarding yourself. You're not overdoing it. Are you at goal, Nicole? So you said it worked for you. Are you at your goal weight now? I'm not sure about that. Okay, let's see. I'm also taken aback from all of you and your snack front of my experience. Okay, all right. You lost 130 pounds, only 8 pounds to go to get to your goal. Jeez, Louise, 130 pounds. Jeez, Louise, you and Mia are up there in those triples, and Mindy, oh my gosh, with 100 pounds. Geez, Linda, I don't think Linda is trying to lose anymore, but you're in the 90s, I think, with the pounds lost. You guys are awesome, awesome, awesome. I know, that's awesome, isn't it? Okay, so let's play this quick little game. Let me see. I'm trying to see flex. Oh, a flex meal. Okay, okay. Shows flexibility in your meal plan. I love that flex meal. I feel like I'm like doing some strength training. When I call it the flex meal. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you were on that 2.5 the whole time and your insurance covered it. Geez, Louise. Okay, very good. Very good. Did I see my girl Sandy up in the house? How are you, Sandy? How are you? Okay, so let's play the game. We didn't even get to that. This game is called okay, so this game is called I'm trying to see, do I want to change the name? That's why I'm stuck here. I don't know if I want to change the name. Okay. All right. So this game is called Trigger, or because it sounds like a gun, right? Like that's what I'm not supposed to say that. It sounds like, you know what? Or Real Hunger, right? So if this is something that's an emotional trigger for you, let's use emotional trigger for you. Or if this is something that is real hunger, I want you to put in the chat. So you can either put a T or a T or M for trigger, emotional trigger, ET, or ET, remember ET, phone home, or a real hunger. You put an R in the chat, all right? And so let's see what you guys think. Wait a minute. What does Mindy say? My doctor says I need extra salt because of my low blood pressure. No wonder I like it. Darium. Yes. And you know, my blood pressure, I went to the doctor yesterday, was that Tuesday, and that was yesterday, right? My blood pressure was 118/84. So I love that. I love that. The last time I went before that, it was 120/80. So it's 118/84. So just had to newsflash that. All right. So you're going to put an ET, emotional trigger, or you're going to put an R for if that's real hunger for you. Okay. Oh, Sandy says she no longer snacks. That's a big plus for me. I used to eat popcorn every single night. Geez, Louise. Okay. All right. What kind of popcorn? No, I'm a popcorn person. I love me some popcorn. Okay. So here's the scenario. It's 10:30 p.m. You're in the bed, hopefully. But your brain says, let me get a snack. Is that an emotional trigger or is that real hunger? It's 10:30 p.m. You're in the bed, but your brain says, let's get a snack. Is that an emotional trigger or is that a real hunger? So you're going to put ET or R. What do you guys think? I love these scenarios. I'm skipping down, skipping down. Okay, so Kate's coming in hot with the ET. Okay, we got an ET. Phone home. Okay, she says real hunger. ET. That's sleepy hunger, says Nicole. ET. It could be either. Yes, it could be either. Yeah, depending on. Now, sometimes for me, it could be real hunger because sometimes I stop eating at like 5 or 6. Depending on, it's like my daughter got home on Mondays. Before I go to Taisha's live on Mondays, I pick my daughter up, and at 6 she has to be at a class. So before that, she eats before that, but she goes to bed so much earlier than me. But Monday I ate before her, like I ate before I even picked her up because I was at the doctor's. No, that was Tuesday. So why did we eat so? Oh yeah, we ate early on Monday too. So I ate like 5:30. on Monday, and then I ate at probably 4:30 on Tuesday. So at 10:30 at night, I'm probably I'm gonna have a little bit of hunger because that's a long stretch. And then I was up to like 11:30 that night. So sometimes it can be depending on how early I eat. But if I eat like at 7, if I want to eat again at 10, that's for me is an emotional trigger. But I guess it just depends on what you were doing. If you already ate dinner and you ate around 6, anywhere between 6 and 7, 7:38, I don't know. Probably more of an emotional trigger, but it depends. It's your situation. All right. More people saying, could it be thirst? You'll go with the emotional trigger. Okay. All right. Very good. Well, part of it is identifying these emotions and why you're eating, which is going to help a lot of us that struggle with this emotional eating or just wanting to eat a snack because we always have eaten a snack. Did you eat before bed? Yeah. What was your hunger when it finally kicked in? Did you consume enough calories? Yeah, it could be all of that. All of that. And so if somebody were to say, like, let's our new friend here, what is his name? I don't want to get his name wrong. But what would we tell him to eat for a snack if it was 10:30 at night, you had to eat something, you didn't eat all your calories for the day, maybe it's real hunger. If you could give him one snack to eat, what would you say for him to eat? Anybody, what would I tell him to eat? I would tell him to drink a protein shake. I think, or make one. Drink a ready-made one, or I think I might tell him to make one. Okay, what are you guys saying? JC, I have been on, okay, 5 milligrams for over a year. Eat your pillow. Is that going to have any calories, Jen? I don't know. Male to the B. I was thinking the same thing. Did I have dinner? If not, it's real hunger. Yes, it just depends on the situation for sure. Yes, I love it though. I love that you guys are thinking these things through. My pillow is already gone, Jen. So Dorito, there you go. No, Doritos. Doritos are allegedly chemically processed. Okay. All right. Very good. So you guys, what are you guys saying? At 1 month on 2.5, 16 months on 5. Geez Louise, you guys are coming in hot with the long time on a dose. I love that. Linda, same. I'm alternating between 2.5 and 5 every 3 weeks. Not the Doritos. Yes, it could be real hunger. If I didn't get enough food in, I'll change my answer to all the above. Okay, yes, it's just very situational, but I think it's great to think it through. Because I am a type 2, I do have a snack around 11 before I go to bed to help my blood sugar. So when I test my blood sugar in the morning, my numbers are good with a night snack. Okay, so you have a snack around 11 before you go to bed. Okay, very good. Thank you for sharing that. That might be helpful to somebody who is type 2 who needs that. I have had no side effects on any dose, says Miss Linda. Jeez, Louise. Okay, so Perfectly Pamela is recommending a boiled egg. Okay. Very good, very good. Pamela, Perfectly Pamela had some good snacks, a video about snacks over on her channel. That she talked a lot about snacks and she was tasting different protein bars. So you might want to go check that out if you're out there watching the YouTube land or in this chat and you need some snack ideas. I know she talked a lot about the snacks. That was like rating them and all that. Okay, yeah, I'm going with that protein shake too. Cookie said the sliced apples. Yeah, I had that for lunch today with side of peanut butter. I should have made made the peanut butter, but I had the little prepackaged one that I showed you guys. String cheese, says Kate. That's a good one. Okay, because low blood sugars overnight are dangerous. Yes. Okay. I have to think about that. I haven't had to worry about that yet, but okay, that's good to know. Me either. You're happy about that, says Mel Kate. I had 2 string cheese. Okay, very good. Cheddar cheese stick, Greek yogurt, or maybe a meat stick. Okay, very good. Yogurt with fruit, says Mel. Jen is like, I'm eating my Doritos with a tuna sandwich for your snack. All right. I love it. I had tuna today too. So that was my lunch. I had tuna. I had a few little crackers with the tuna. and I had like wheat thins. There were wheat thins, low sodium, and then I had sliced apples and the peanut butter. That was my lunch today. So you guys have named my lunch up in here. I don't like tuna. What? Oh, Darian. No mayo. I like tuna without mayo. Oh gosh. Jen, I'm with you, Jen. I gotta have some mayo. My favorite afternoon snack is protein chips that I dip into cottage cheese. Okay. Perfectly Pamela, I think says she has some protein chips today. I can only eat tuna with no mayo if it's the flavored tuna in the packs. Okay. So you guys are coming in hot with this tuna. Tuna with barbecue Fritos with a fave growing up. Oh my goodness, that is too funny. Okay, so here is so we're gonna stop at 1.5 hours. So we're at 1 hour and 20 minutes. So, because I gotta go to work now, so I gotta get my buns in the bed. And I do have my RMR video is coming out. So if you're a member, I'm gonna send that out to the members first. I'm like almost finished with it. I'm gonna finish it before I go to bed. Schedule it out. The members will come first, so you can know what's going on with my metabolism. It's the thing. It's something. It's a story to it. I got a story to tell. How does that go, Darian? You know the words to that song. All right, so maybe we can fit in one more, and then I want to tell you about the Friday Live, because you're gonna have to kind of prepare for the Friday Live a little bit if you're planning on coming. So let's see. Here's another one. Let's see. That's too easy. No, that's too easy. This is a good group. I got to differentiate. Oh, okay. That's too easy. Oh, okay. All right. This might not be easy. Some people might not do this. Let me see. I'm trying to give you a harder one. I think this group is too advanced for my questions. Oh, okay. This is a good one. Okay, this is gonna be our last one. Okay. She said before GLP-1, all this talk about snacks would have me MVP. Me too. MVP. That is hilarious. Okay, so here's the last one. We'll chat about it, and then we're going to talk about Friday, and then we're out of here. And we've been celebrating along the way, but if you have something you want us to celebrate, we can do that. All right, so it says, you've been drinking protein shakes all day, but you realize that you've only eaten 300 calories. Well, what is that? Is that an emotional trigger, ET, or is that real hunger? I know people have probably done this too. They haven't eaten all day, and then they realize they've only eaten protein shakes, and they still might not be hungry. But is that ET or is that an R? What do you guys think? Let me drink some water while I'm sitting here. All right, you guys are coming in hot. Okay, Mel came in hot with the ET. Real hunger. RH. Now, is somebody going to be honest and tell us, has this happened to you? Okay, we got a lot of real hungers, real hungers. Yes, yes, yes. Have you guys done that? Found yourself, you got to almost the the end of the night and you realize you haven't really eaten all day. Has that happened since you've been on your GLP-1? It could be either on a GLP-1. Okay, yes, 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 very true. Has that happened to anybody? I think that has happened to me where I went all day, was moving around, doing stuff. And then I realized I only had like a protein shake. One time I realized I only had coffee. And then I had to eat something really quick because, I'm pre-diabetic, so I didn't want to have anything going on, there. So how about that? That's pretty darn nutritious, Darian. All right, so you said, Darian said that's never happened to him. Either way, at that point, you should eat something. 300 calories is way too low. Too many times. Oh, you've done that too many times. I remember you were having a hard time eating too, Miss Linda. Is your appetite bad? You said RH, a real hunger and laziness. So you think it's lazy that they just hadn't fixed themselves something to eat? You said, oh no, I make sure I eat real food at least once, if not more. Okay, very good. No, I eat food every few hours. Pre-GLP-1, I wouldn't eat all day and then slow down enough to realize I was hungry. So I would eat whatever was convenient and not necessarily the best choice. Okay, yeah, that can happen. When you're really hungry, sometimes you might not make the best choice. You said, my BS let me know when I haven't had enough. I get that weird feeling. Okay, all right. Weird feeling. Not eating enough will slow weight loss down, period. True. I didn't mention that I could crumble some Doritos on top as my crouton. Oh, damn, yucky, yucky, yucky. All right, so there we have it. That is our 7 hidden reasons why we're craving food. And I think that this group is doing a great job of eating those snacks, monitoring in those snacks, managing those snacks. I love that. So I did want to tell you guys, so on Friday, I don't know if you've been watching, but there's a reality show. It's kind of like a reality show. Well, you don't have to watch it to participate, but it's going to be helpful if you've seen it. But we're going to be talking about the King's Court. And the King's Court is a reality show. And I'm going to be talking about it from the standpoint of where is the plus size ladies on that show and why aren't they on there? So we're going to talk about it. We're going to do some research. I love the thumbnail. When you see the thumbnail, I might just be looking at that thumbnail on my phone. So we're going to talk about that on Friday. So if you want to watch that show, it's called, anybody who knows the show, can you put it in the chat? It's called King's Court. It's a Bravo show, but if you have Peacock, it's also on there. And you could probably catch the episodes on YouTube for free. Allegedly, because some people might be putting that out there, but we want to talk about it. You know, it kind of goes along with our dating, and I think so we're going to talk about it, but on Sunday, this coming Sunday, they make their choice of what ladies they chose, so we're going to have to follow up. So I want you, when you watch it, to see which ladies do you think they're going to choose. Tell me what you think about the guys. We're going to talk about it all, but you know, it just kind of annoys me, and I think that when is the Bachelor coming on, because I think the Bachelor's coming on, and usually the Bachelor doesn't have plus size ladies either. When they're on there, I haven't really seen any. Now there's a show called Ready to Love. It's an own show. It's and I love it, but I haven't watched this latest round of it. But usually they have 1 or 2 plus size ladies on there, and they're representing, right. And when they walk by, the men are looking at them because you know they got curves for days. But they don't really get far in the game. So anyway, we're going to talk about all that. That's going to be something we talk about on Friday. So if you're interested, you want to join the discussion, watch the show. It's called King's Court. Did somebody put that in the chat? Mel, can you put that in the chat? Did you put something in the chat? The name of it is called King's Court. Let me type that in the chat. I should have uploaded my thumbnail so you can see it. Now I'm going to ask you guys too. There's a reason why I think that they don't have plus size women in that on that show. So yeah, we'll talk about it on Friday. So that is it, you guys. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you to all the members. Thank you to people. I want to thank you again to people that gave a super chat. We appreciate you. We got Kate. We got Mel. We have Pamela donating the memberships. Thank you so much, Miss Mindy. Thank you, Bellflower. She's been a member for 4 months, and she's a great mod, too. I appreciate that. So thank you, guys. This was great. If anybody is celebrating something, let us know. Mia, I'm going to have to revise your post because your post was coming out September 11th. But now you're telling me you had a birthday on Sunday, so that's okay. We're going to fix that for you. So all the JC, enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you for sharing your birthday with us. I feel special that you're actually doing that. That is so cool. To our newbie that joined today and came in the chat, I'm wishing you the best of luck on your 2.5. Hopefully we'll see you on Friday because, you know, you're a guy. We got to have the guys come in and talk about this stuff on Friday. If not, catch me live on Sunday at 2. If you're in that stock class, we're having a stock class on Saturday. It's Saturday at 2 p.m. I thought it was at 4, but it's Saturday at 2 p.m. So if you're interested in participating in the stock class, it's not too late. I'm going to put a little advertisement up maybe Thursday and Friday to just kind of remind people, give them the link if you want to come. And then we're going to talk about after that starting a stock club where we meet every week. We're going to meet every week, and we're going, not every week, we're going to meet at least once a month, maybe twice. And why did I say every week? Because I'm on here every week. So, but we're going to talk about, different stocks and what we could do, to prepare and research. And, we're going to do the whole 9 yards with the stock. So I appreciate you guys. You guys have a nice night. Enjoy the rest of your week. Catch up with that King's Court so we can talk about it on Friday. Did anybody say anything? Is anybody celebrating anything that I missed? Okay, so now we're going to go out with Mel because she says, don't forget to hit the like on your way out. And thank you. Have a good night. Love you guys. Bye.
XOXO.
Now, why is she still up? She's in trouble. Bye.